Hello everyone, myself Dr. Divya Naik, and today I am here to share with you all my views on this book called Journey of Souls, written by Michael Newton. I must admit that this is quite a big, or I must say long book, because I actually did not read the book. I heard it as an audiobook on YouTube. It like 11 hours or so. So if you are interested, you can go and check it out. And you must not continue watching this video, because here I'm going to just give out some spoilers of the book. So basically this book is a case study of 29 cases that are like the clients of Dr. Newton, whom he hypnotizes and takes to a stage where they can see their death and the journey afterwards. So basically this book is compilation of all these cases, where it shows the entire picture of spirit world and how the journey of soul goes on, what all things happen and how this whole process works. And this is quite satisfying once you read it, and convincing also, because usually people don't believe in all such stuff. We have all heard so many stories and things about what happens after life, after death, and how things go on. But this, after reading this book, it's really satisfying and gives all the answers to your questions. So I recommend, if you're interested in this kind of stuff, you should go and read the book. So basically, as I've told you, this is the case study of life between lives. Each of the 29 cases that are being presented in this book share some new fact and evidence that supports one another. There are some cases where people can have different experiences over a certain thing, but if we see in broader prospect, moreover, it's like going through the same process. Of course, we can't go into the detailings of each particular case, but the conclusion that we can draw from all the 29 cases are here that I'm going to share with you. So the first one is a very common one, and that we all are very familiar. We have heard, we know it some way or the other, that souls are immortal. After death, it is the body that dies, but soul remains immortal, and soul continues its journey from one body to another, from one life to another, and this is what has been presented in this book, that souls are immortal. Second point, that these all souls have their individual journeys, and each soul has individual purpose. Still, there are so many doubts related to birth, related to talent, related to prosperity, related to ambitions, related to thought process, related lives that we are living here on earth. The things that we understand here, the things that we know, are just a one tiny part of the whole picture of the whole cosmos that we are in. So basically this is just a part of picture that we are seeing, and hence we are not able to get all the answers. But on broader respect, the journey of soul, this whole thing completes the picture. The third point that is very clearly described in this book and supports the fact that after death, every soul marks the starting of its journey by feeling a kind of magnetic force that guides the soul towards the journey, and the soul is said to pass from something that can be described as a tunnel, where the soul finds itself passing through a very higher energy and high vibration. So basically after death, the soul is kind of pulled through a magnetic force, that the term used by many of his clients to support the experience, that marks the starting of their soul's journey. That is the magnetic force, that something is pulling the soul away from the earth, from the body, and is guiding to go on its path. And afterwards it passes through something that looks like tunnel, which is kind of a very high vibrational energy. The fourth conclusion that we draw from this book is that, as I've told you, that the souls after the death of the body pass through the tunnel and make their way to the spirit world, but it may not be that easy for some of the souls who find themselves hooked to some of the unfulfilled purpose on the earth, or bound by the love or emotion of the loved ones, or who has a kind of unfortunate sudden death or met by an accident. Um, in these kind of cases, the souls do find it difficult to just lead their journey even after the pull that guides it. It's difficult for the soul to just leave the earth and go on the journey. Even at the cases where the souls are quite new, there are times when souls are not much familiar with the process that they are supposed to be in, because there are new souls, there are experienced souls, there are higher souls. So the soul who has taken birth on the earth or on other dimension many a times, and has lived many lives, is very much familiar with the process. But the souls who are quite new with this process, who have not lived much lives, it's kind of confusing for them. So that's why most of the time it's said that even after some time, some days of the death of the body, the soul lingers around the body or around the family, though they are not able to do anything. But the soul can find itself lost and confused, and thus it just revolves here and there. If the soul is new and unfamiliar with the process, it remains confused due to emotional attachment with the loved ones, sudden death, accident, or in all these cases it is difficult for the souls to just lead and go on to their path. The fifth point that we draw from this whole experiences of the cases is that after the soul leaves the body, it is kind of faces a pull towards its path and passes through the tunnel, which after the tunnel, when it reaches to the spirit world, it's mostly welcomed by either it's some of the closed or loved one, or who are actually already present in the spirit world, or someone close, soulmate, someone close from the group of its own, or if not in any such case, then maybe the spirit guide welcomes the soul. This seems a little bit odd, but well, this is all to welcome the soul into the spirit world and help ease its journey, help ease its pain, trauma, emotional baggage that it may have been carrying from the past life. So that's why, and this is there's someone who's there to welcome, or maybe at cases there are none, the cases where the soul is very much familiar with whole root and everything, there may not be anyone present, but mostly these are souls or entities that are present to welcome the soul into the spirit world. After the soul is welcomed from another entity into the spirit world, then there are different sections, like there are different sections of the in the spirit world, as well as we have in earth, like we have hospital to heal a person who is suffering from any physical trauma, and there are homes where people can rest. Similarly, after going into the spirit world, the soul needs a relaxation and time to just overcome all that has been happening in the past life. So there's the hall of rest where it is allowed to go and rest, relax, and just give itself some time to detach from the past life that it has lived. Then there is this place where the souls are healed and guided to rest, where the souls are healed and attended properly by the higher souls. The higher souls and the spirit guides help these souls to overcome the emotional baggage, the traumas, the physical, mental traumas, to self-analyze things. Then there is this place we can call the Hall of Memories, where souls are supposed to analyze themselves, do self-introspection, where they can learn what are the good and bad deeds that they have done in the past lives. They are being shown all the memories, Well, this is quite a long process, and this can take as much time as possible. These are the main processes that a soul undergoes when it goes to the spirit world. The seventh point is the conclusion that I draw, like, by spirit world is a no time, no space zone, basically, where there is no boundation of the space, there's no boundation of the time. So this process can take as long as possible, and sometimes the souls, after going and seeing their deeds and self-analyzing, realize that they have missed their purpose totally, and they got trapped into the unnecessary worldly deeds. 8 points. So basically, on the basis of good and bad deeds that a soul has done in the past life or lives, on the basis of the purpose and interest of the soul that they want to serve, in order to balance out the past karma, soul chooses its next life. Because the soul, after all this processes, becomes so pure, and by all self-analysis, self-introspection, and after going through everything to balance out the karmas and to serve the best interest of the soul itself chooses the next life for it, and decides what kind of life, what kind of challenges, what kind of journey it wants to lead on the earth. For example, so on the basis of maybe if a person has made another person suffer emotionally, physically, mentally, in a way or two, which the soul feels was wrong or was wrongly done, or was something that needs to be corrected, then the soul itself decides to feel the same emotion, to be on the same place, and to see how it feels and what are the pains that was given by it to the other one. So it chooses to lead the life. For example, if a man who has in his past life accused, molested and beaten his wife a lot, after self-realization, self-introspection, and after healing and everything, itself decides to be a woman in the next life and to feel the same pain that he has given the other, so as to balance its karma. So these are some things that really seemed logical when I read it, because otherwise the concept of hell and heaven does not seem very logical to people. But yeah, there is nothing like hell and heaven on the spirit world. Of course, there are different dimensions based on the deeds that a person has done, but the souls are always guided, healed, and treated in a way where it can grow. It can always grow. It can take time. It can take as much time as possible, but it is for the betterment of the soul. The 9th point is a quite interesting fact that I'm sure no one must be familiar. Well, I'm just going to conclude it in 11 points, and we are on point 9. The biggest crime which is considered on the spirit world is not murder that has been done on this earth, not rape, not theft, but suicide. Yes, suicide is considered as one of the mortal sin. The 10th point that I'm going to share with you all is a quite interesting one too, that all the souls in the spirit world exist in groups, in their particular groups. These group members would be the members, the entities with whom their vibration matches, with whom their energy level matches, and these would be in cluster, in group. That could be 10, 15 people, 20 people. They can have small or big groups. These souls are the one who may be your siblings, your partners, your soulmates, your parents, your friends, your colleagues in this life of yours. You may interchange your roles and play different roles in different lives, but yeah, mostly these group members will be around you, with whom your aura matches, with whom your vibration matches. They would be coming in your lives with different forms, or different relations in your life. There is 1 or 2 spirit guide for each group that is assigned for each group. The higher soul that guides whole of this group for various process, for various things, even when you go and work on yourself in the spirit world, decide what is the good and bad things that you have done in the past life, and how you would have behaved in a much better way, what all things you could have done. So the spirit guides really help you to go with the process. And it is also being told that you can connect with the spirit guide if you sit still and meditate. By turning inwards, we can connect with the spirit guides and ask for their guidance. They are always there to just place ideas whenever we seek help, whenever we ask them to just plant ideas in our head to guide us to in one way or other. But still you can reach out to them by turning inwards, by being more focused, by knowing yourself. Many of the times you get an idea, creative idea, just by being still, by being silent. And yes, this is how this all works. I'm not saying this, you can even say that I always keep on promoting meditation, I'm so much into it, but this is written in the book. You can ask for help, you can seek help, you can ask for the guidance from the spirit guide just by being still, just by being silent, and just by being yourself. Just give yourself some time, just try to look inwards, just try to focus on your breath, and maybe you will be there. So yes, this plays a really very important role. So 11th point, as we have discussed that these all souls are there in different groups. These are the groups which are basically considered as comfort zone for the souls, because they are usually there between their loved ones, between the people with whom their vibration matches. So basically this is the comfort zone for this is the place where they have the homely feeling in their own comfort zone. And earth, on the other hand, for them is the place where they come and meet different people. They come out of their comfort zone, they have their bitter experiences, they get their punishments, they face different struggles, challenges on earth. So yeah, earth is a place that is kind of out of comfort zone for them, and spirit world is the place which they call home. So these are all the 11 points where we kind of discussed about the conclusion of the book, how the spirit world is, how the soul enters in the spirit world, what all happens in the spirit world, how the souls are being guided there. Mainly these were the things that were focused. Well, this was all the brief summary of the book, which provided us with details and facts of so many things that can help us in many ways. So how I would like to understand it is that there are so many thoughts, there are so many doubts, there are so many questions in our mind, and we are always like, I've seen so many people asking themselves, why me, why this happened with me, why I have to face so many challenges in my life, why so much struggle, I was not responsible, why this happened with me, I have not done anything, this is the circumstance that has made this happen, this is my mother, this is my father, this is my sibling, this is my partner, this is my boss, I worked hard but I didn't get there, I failed, why are all these? So why, all the questions that we have is why and how, why this happened, why this challenge, why this struggle. So the simple answer, if we understand to all this is, if we understand the answer from this book, then we don't need to carry it anymore, then we don't need to worry about it anymore. The answer is I, me and myself. Yes, we are the one who have chosen this life, we are the one who have chosen these struggles and these experiences for ourselves. We are the one who have planned everything before we were even born. We are the one who decided to have this life, to live the lives in this way. Everything is destined. Yeah, it is true in some way or other. And yes, our actions do make changes. Actions does make difference. But the whole broader perspective we see, it is all being planned by us. Even if some conditions are being thrown in front of us, even a person that crosses a path has done bad things with us, we just need to understand that the person or the circumstances or any other thing is just the medium and is helping us create our reality as planned. They are just helping us, they are just the mediums, and they are just helping us get rid of all the bad actions that we did in the past. And we need to come out of it, and we need to be happy about it. Just from our side, we need to be careful and we need to be neutral. We need to be try to be balanced, so that we do not add some more deeds which we need to balance and come for that in next life. So we need to be balanced. This was all about Journey of Souls by Dr. Michael Newton. I really like this book, and I tried to conclude it as short as possible, considering it was like, when I was listening to it, it was 11 hours or so. I tried to make it short for you. So if you're interested, you can go and check out the complete thing. But thank you so much for listening to me, and this was Dr. Divya. Thank you so much.